Hey guys, we are back. It is 30th, the Daily Chill. I'm here with Major. I'm here with Marco. I'm here with Patty. And as always, super producer Luke is in the building. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Great.
Doing great.
Another dog day of summer. No sports going on. But, sometimes when the ingredients are bad, you make a DiGiorno. So today we're going to be starting off. We're going to be talking spring training 2.0 or summer training, whatever you want to talk about it. I have one of the biggest Yankee fans in the building. I'm going to throw it over to Patty Doris, ask him, Patty, what is your favorite part about spring training 2.0 opening up?
The fact that the Yankees are getting healthier as all this transpires and goes on. I mean, the one big question mark that Cashman confirmed today that Hicks was good, Paxton was good. Forget who the third one was.
Stanton.
The three of them are good, but then he kind of gave a mixed answer on Judge, which has been like the whole past 2 years. But, I mean, just to know that those three are ready to go for sure is a really good sign. It's a little terrifying that we're going into July and Judge still isn't 100%. It's scary, but I mean, for the most part, they're relatively healthy, which is something some teams can't really say. But I'm excited. Hopefully, with all the testing that goes on, we don't get any surprises, and none of the players opted out. I know there's been 3 known opt-outs, 2 on the Nationals with Zimmerman and Joe Ross, and then 1 in Arizona with Mike Leake. So, I totally understand, respect their decisions. But, for selfish reasons, I hope the Yankees stay relatively unscathed on that front.
Word. And then I'll swing it over to Major. He has a different perspective. He's out in Queens with his Metropolitans. So I want to get an update on your thoughts on the 60 games. Do you think it helps you guys? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, not particularly out in Queens, but yeah, my spirit is out there, and definitely happy. Much like Patty said, just to get the ball rolling. Like we kind of got pump faked on the spring training the first time, and this time is looking like the 60 games is gonna have to suffice, and I like our chances out in Metland. We get to flex that DH this year, which is kind of a good and a bad thing. Where we have about 4 DHs, but our pitchers kind of like to hit, so it's a gift and a curse. Hopefully, it's more gift than anything, and yeah, man, I think I'm just ready to roll, man. I'm really excited to see what this team could do in the short stretch. And, our pitchers are relatively healthy. Everybody knows about Syndergaard, but we'll rest him up and saddle back up next year with that. But I like our arms. I like, the DH in play, and let's play some baseball, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm throwing it over to Marco, who is a big Cubbies fan. He swings here, there, and everywhere, but
should be a bigger Cubs fan. Did we get an update, Bob, on whether we're going empty stadium or we're going fans every 6 feet apart? What's the deal there?
We're going to start with no fans, I believe, Patty. That is the most up-to-date thing, correct?
Yeah, they're playing it by ear.
I think that's for most cases, but some states, I think, are planning to have some people in the stands. I don't know if, with the agreement that came about last week, if they, made it unilaterally so they didn't want it like a competitive advantage for having any fans in the stands.
Yeah.
But I thought I saw something that, like, depending on what states allow, they might be allowed to do certain things. So
we've had an empty stadium game before, right? Baltimore.
Yep.
And that wasn't actually that bad. Wrestling's pretty terrible with no fans, but I don't think baseball with no fans is that jarring of an experience.
Yeah. And we're getting a little taste of that with the Japan stuff. So I think we at least know in our mind's eye what we're going to be seeing. And like you said, the what was that Baltimore game? That was
I think it was during the riots. Actually,
it was during the riots. Yep, that's pretty vivid too. So I think we know our eyes know what to expect. will it be as riveting when the game's on the line and maybe
crack of the bat was loud though. That was sick. I remember. I think Chris Davis connected for maybe the first time in 4 years, but it was loud.
Yeah, and
Chris Davis's one home run last year during the empty stadium.
He's actually the worst player in baseball the past 5 years.
Yeah, he's awful. No, I don't think that. I mean, I don't really think that there really is a competitive advantage if there's going to be 4,000 fans there. But hey, you never know what the biggest decrease.
You put 4,000 of you in the stands. It's a competitive advantage.
That's true.
That's true. Your WAR as a fan is top of the league right now, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
And then also with 2.0 and when play gets going back, they're going to start miking up the players routinely. So that's going to be a nice aspect too.
That's going to be sick. Yep. That'll be a nice part of it.
Yeah, I tasted that too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that because we're going to be calling live games, so that's going to I don't know want to be listening to them over me. I got a few things up my sleeve that way, but we're talking about today. Basketball is going to be the weirdest without fans because you go for a dunk, you're ready to flex your muscles, and then there's nobody there. So I think that's going to be the weirdest sport. Baseball, not so much, especially at places where fans really don't care. Not don't care, but they're just going to see a ball game. So I think basketball is going to be the biggest one. And then one other thing I wanted to bring up, I didn't really have on the rundown, was Zeke Elliott yesterday. Did you guys hear about him? He was playing video games and he said he was faded, slightly faded. Do we care about this at all? I don't care at all, but I just wanted to know because we do have the Cowboys fan in the building.
I guess I'll take that one. I'm a nondescript Cowboy fan if there ever was one. We don't have many of me walking around that tries to take the humble approach and doesn't want to gloat the star and say that we're a championship team when we just haven't been in a while. I think a lot of that is being a Mets and a Knicks fan. I'm super tempered, so I do not feel like I have an America's team in my back pocket. And much like everything else with that's been going on with Zeke, man, it's just we just gotta play football because there could be a Zeke story every day. The dude is a little bit off. I think we know that. We kind of want your running back that way, but in the social media era where you getting lit and playing a video game isn't what it used to be, we just want Zeke to calm down and stay off the microphone, man. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, 20 years ago, this would be a non-story. Michael Irvin, the whole crew, Dallas Cowboys, partying everywhere and anywhere in sight, and nobody cared. And LT,
how about him?
And LT did the same exact thing. So I just want to throw it out there. I know it's a slow news day, but there is something that I have no idea about. I heard a lot of hockey fans going absolutely insane. There was NFL draft lottery yesterday or 2 days ago, I believe.
NHL.
Something happened, and Patty, just explain what the hell's going on.
All right, so the NHL draft lottery happened on Friday, and Detroit had the best odds of winning the top pick or getting the top pick. They wound up getting the 4th pick. How it worked, how they set it up, though, because of all the chaos that's gone on, there's that play-in round for the true playoff spots.
Yeah.
The teams that lose during that playoff round, that original play-in round, go into the lottery. But they did the draft before all that happened, so they just designated team 1, team 2, team 3. And one of the teams wound up getting the number 1 pick, which is just chaos. So, if you get bounced out of the play-in round, you, in theory, could actually get the number 1 overall pick.
So does that mean that the Rangers have a 12.5% chance of getting the number 1 pick if they beat the Carolina Hurricanes?
I'm not sure if they're going to wait it yet. Well, so if they get past the Hurricanes, they can't get the pick at all because there's some conditional stuff between Toronto's pick and Carolina's pick that doesn't have the Rangers having the number 1 overall pick. There's some verbiage in there that eliminates that. At first, Rangers Twitter in general was just trying to go nuts. Like, the Rangers are going to win the cup, and then they're going to get the number 1 overall pick because of Carolina being bounced. But that can't happen.
Okay, so
it's probably like a number 1 protected. You know how they do in the NBA.
Yeah, there's some kind of protections around it.
I just don't understand why they would do that. I mean, like, you can wait until. I mean, I guess you can't wait because the playoffs are going to be going on. Yeah, man, that's
weird.
Just a mess.
It's just a mess, but. I mean, it's good news for the Rangers. If they get bounced by Carolina in the first round, then they're technically still in the lottery to win. I don't know if they're going to wait it, though. Like, the teams that get ousted, like, is the worst team of them, percentage points-wise, going to have better odds, or are they just going to weight it equally? I think that remains to be seen. I think if the season gets canceled overall, all the teams are going to be weighted the same. So the 8 teams that are that get bounced, or all the teams, they would just be weighted equally. But
yeah.
Well, the only reason I was saying that is because if the Rangers win, they have Carolina's pick.
They have it regardless.
Oh, they have it regardless.
They have it regardless. They have either Carolina's pick or Toronto's pick, depending on where the 2 teams finish.
If they move on, then it won't be a number 1 pick, is what you're trying.
No, it'll still be a first round pick, but it won't be.
It can't be the number 1 pick.
So say Carolina win, the Rangers beat Carolina.
Yeah.
Right.
They're out of the number 1.
And
runner.
Carolina wins the lottery and gets the number 1 pick, then the Rangers have Toronto's pick.
Okay.
Wherever Toronto would fall.
Oh, okay.
It's messy.
All right,
it's messy.
so,
it's messy.
So we just want the Rangers to win it all, and we'll take a first round pick wherever we get one.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I don't know.
As much like that going on in the NBA. I don't know. I think they were kind of to your point, Dazzle. Like, there's a little bit of a mess going on the court where it's like, there's not gonna be fans, but I think the lottery's all screwed up now too, kind of like in the NHL, because it kind of coincides, and we don't know where like the Knicks will fall. You know what I mean? So we know they're not been invited, but it's like I guess we would have known if they would have had the number 1 pick by now, obviously, but I don't even know about those odds anymore. I just feel way off on that, and at this point, I would just rather see NHL start, NBA start. It doesn't matter what it is, and we'll worry about the draft later, man. Because
the thing is with the NBA, though, it's not going straight to a postseason. There's regular season games still being played. They called the teams that aren't being invited to Disney or wherever they're playing to delete 8, so like they're completely irrelevant. But then you have.
That's a hot.
But then you still have like the Trailblazers of the world that might play without Lillard, and then that's playing with like literal. They actually playing with bums at this point. Like Kyrie's out, KD's out, Dinwiddie's out, DeAndre Jordan's out, Nick Claxton's out. Like they have like Karis LeVert and us 4. So
the Nets probably shouldn't show up, and a couple, maybe the Wizards as well. But whatever. The NBA's gonna NBA. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm excited about the New York Rangers. Anybody can win in the NHL. They were hot. Well, I think they won 11 of 13.
Yeah, they were really good coming out of the.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a chance. 50-1. Place your bets on the New York Rangers, and if you don't want to do that, f off. Marco, any thoughts on Marco? Also, do you know how to skate well? I could see you either being a really good skater or not.
No, that's the dream is to be as good of a skater as Michael Scott, Steve Carell. Phenomenal skater, and he showed that off in one of the episodes. I'm not, though. That's a missed opportunity. It always has, always will be. Especially where we're from, James. We had so many ponds that we could skate on. It's just a damn shame. So it's a missed opportunity. I'm golfing a lot.
You guys were out there not being your best Charlie Conway self.
That's really what it is.
Man.
Yeah. We had some.
No, I'm always Goldberg at heart. I'm always Goldberg at heart.
Not the current version of him.
Not the current version.
That's a fair point. You do not want to be today's Goldberg. But not everybody has a
2020 version.
Yeah, not everybody has a Bombay walking around that could pull you guys off the ice and rally you guys around. Not everybody lives in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
Minneapolis.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get right into the top 3 today. Top three.
Top five.
Well, we're gonna switch it a little bit. We're gonna switch a little bit with top 3.
Of course.
I like this. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, so
On
we're going
top
to be
of everything.
doing most irrelevant jerseys and jerseys that we've owned. I have no idea who's going first.
I'm going first.
Go ahead.
All right, so I have a Giants David Wilson jersey.
Ooh, loved him. Saw him run 80-yard touchdown against the Jets in preseason.
I think he did the same thing against the Saints. He had that punt return. I went to that opening day game against the Cowboys, and he fumbled once, and then I don't think he ever played again in his life.
Oh man,
I remember he had that big game. He had a big game, and then he broke his leg. Yeah, he broke his leg. That was like miserable.
And then I found out he has a broken neck, like Kurt Angle over here, right, Marco?
That's right.
Hat tip to you. So yeah,
freaking neck.
And I did want to ask Marco if he checked the Daily Chill yesterday between Paul and Karate Mike, because there was a little bit of a flare there. And I wanted to know over there if we could, maybe make this into a thing between Karate Mike and Paul, because tempers were flaring yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the best part about a good storyline is it happening naturally. I want to see this thing brew, but they both got it. I mean, Paul's a natural heel. He's a bad guy, and I could see the crowd rallying behind Karate Mike. Paul is just unleashing on him. He's got no filter. So I'm monitoring this one closely, Bob. And obviously, tensions are flaring between Ronnie Mack and I. So it will get hot. It will get hot as the summer heats up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's right.
Yeah, so
it sounds like we're gonna have to rent out some type of gym space and let them get it off their chest a little bit.
It's like the
goal.
It's like the NWO, the Wolf Pack. People coming in, getting a little hot and heavy.
That's right.
I'm sitting here.
Egos, big contracts.
Exactly. A lot of egos.
In a parking lot brawl like John Cena, Eddie Guerrero. I
mean, when you dress up in a karate outfit and you walk onto the Zoom, you're automatically winning that battle straight up. I mean, Paul has to come with a face mask or something. He has to come with maybe some shoulder pads. I don't know. We'll see what's going to go on. Yeah. But I'll tell you this thing. You think that they're not coming on together next week? They're 100%. They're like,
I want to be on that one. All right.
So next Monday, we'll have you on with the two jabronis, and we'll really get down to basis.
Marco, the mediator. We got to see it.
Yeah, I got to see this, Bruin. But
I feel like karate got the built-in game face. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I like what I see out of this kid. Mike.
I'll try to bring us back here, James. I think it was my turn on the top 3 thing before we started talking heel talk, and I think if I'm gonna be, I still love that this guy finished his career, but the Grant Hill Detroit Pistons jersey, I thought for sure that Grant Hill would, at least be the next Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Like I think he'll probably maybe still get in the Hall because of his NCAA accomplishments, and he still did have like a lengthy NBA career. But I thought that was just going to be like, a bona fide top jersey for time after time.
Iconic 90s jersey. That's a good call out. James, I thought you owned one. No, you had the Dennis Rodman. That's what you had.
Well, that's still an iconic jersey. That's not going nowhere.
Well, I mean, that's like almost too good. We're doing like worse jerseys, and you're telling me Grant Hill, but I guess he got hurt. I like it.
Yeah, he was the one for me. He was the guy for me back in the day. So I thought I'd be wearing maybe a Grant Hill Knicks jersey one day, but then just whatever.
I mean. Yeah, you tell me you don't like an everything bagel, I'll come after you. But the Grant Hill jersey dispute, I'm staying away from it.
There'll be no everything slander.
Thank goodness.
So does Major round out? We doing snake style? He has to go number 2 right now?
No. So you go and then James goes.
Oh, all right, I'm still 3. I'm just going to adjust the camera real quick.
Oh, my God. The disrespect that you've been giving me the past 2 weeks, you would think that I did something. I have done absolutely nothing but try to be your friend. And you come on here with this?
I'm talking on normally?
I'm calling Ronnie Vincent Mack right now.
On
I'm calling Ronnie Vincent Mack right now.
Oh man, Pat is actually the most triggered I can tell. He hasn't said a word, but there's just so much hate in his eyes right now.
I've been on these things like twice with you, and you pulling an Astros one and then a Red Sox one.
I have every upsetting jersey in the closet. You name the team, I have it. I have it.
So Marco, what was your what was the actual player?
I'll go with Mookie Betts. This is Mookie Betts right on the back here.
Yeah.
In this vintage classic. I think I'm only missing like 3 MLB teams at this point. I've made it a point. If I go to that state, I buy it. If I have a friend that goes to that state, I buy it. I'm not a great fan, guys. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a good fan, but I am a very good hater of the year. That's right.
Ronnie Mac, this is James. Bruiser is out of control with a Red Sox jersey on. Call me back. The coalition needs to form. Sports.com, fire. Okay.
Wait, you say that in voicemails too? That's really cute.
Of course, I'm sending it to him. I'm just furious right now. First of all, shout out to Zach the Candle Man. Came over with 30 Sports Chill long sleeve tees. The coach looks great in them over there. Right. Absolutely killing it.
It's a little humid out, but you look cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I you know what? That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. That I look cool.
Yeah. I got a million more, but
let me start off with.
It's got to be a Yankee. It's got to be a Yankee.
Yeah, the worst jersey of all time, the Giancarlo Stanton Yankees jersey.
Man. Not even letting the body die a little bit, turn cold.
Yeah, no, because until you know what really just hurts me is that he couldn't stand up and play against the Astros last year. So right now, I'm just going to be a wait and see kind of guy on Giancarlo Stanton. Is he a good player? Absolutely. Can he hit the ball a million miles away? Absolutely. Is he terrible for his contract? Absolutely. So I'm going to start there. Then I'm going to go to I don't know if this is bad, but it's kind of just so good that you kind of have to mention it. I had a Jason Terry authentic Atlanta Hawks red jersey.
That's sick.
It was like one of my first ever jerseys. I got and then it got too small for me. And with the red, it was a lot. It was just a lot. It was kind of ugly.
I love that.
Bro.
So I'm going to go with Jason Terry.
What a deep dive there.
And I still can't believe you're wearing a Red Sox shirt. After the Astros thing, I'm going to come to Long Island. I'm going to come to Long Island and give a whoop ass on you.
Luke, when we play this back, is this just going to be blurred? We get a little blur action there.
We got to see how much money
we're going to blur
out
your whole box.
You're going to blur out your tits.
Yeah. we gonna pull up we're gonna dig up some extra money in graphics to try to do something funny to him now,
Marco's up. If he's
okay.
I mean, obviously
isn't it Pat or
No, I'm at the end.
Oh, okay.
So my next favorite jersey that I own, it's in a youth large, I believe, but we always wear it for the Super Bowl, is a Terry Glenn number 88 Patriots jersey. Huge good luck jersey.
Yeah,
when they beat the Falcons and they beat the Seahawks, man, we won a lot of money wearing that jersey. We won a lot of money wearing that jersey. Shout out Terry Glenn.
Terry Glenn.
Wow. Those Ohio State wide receivers, man.
Well, I think it's on me, right? Yeah, so Randazzo just blew my mind with the Jason. I thought I was deep diving with Grant Hill. This guy pulls out the jet. Oh man, you should have knew that was gonna be worthless for the moment you took it. But
somebody sold it to me. One of my older brother's friends. Obviously,
there's a sucker born every minute. But no, yeah, Jason Terry. Wow, I really liked him in Arizona though. But that would have been a fire jersey. My first football jersey ever, Jeff Blake. Black quarterback from the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's
loved him. Thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be. But he might as well be more immune to me. He might as well have been more immune to me. He was everything for me. Love this guy. Obviously, Bengals jersey is fire.
He was an NFL Blitz all-star. Handing the ball off to Corey Dillon. Throwing a Pickens. What was his name? Todd Pickens.
Yeah, I think it was Todd Pickens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Jeff Blake, that prominent number 8, man. I just felt like the man every time I wore it. I had no shot being a quarterback, but I just, I really felt like I could lead a huddle wearing that thing, man. So shout out Jeff Blake. I don't know where you are, but that jersey carried me from middle school. It just did.
Wow.
It is what it is.
We're learning a lot today. You're learning a lot.
All right, so I'm gonna go with. I had a Randy Johnson jersey on the Yankees.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that was a gross one.
That's nice.
And then, since Major's here, I'll roll with the Knicks one. I had a Shumpert jersey. I love Shump. I actually got it when I went to the second Knicks Pacers game where they went on that 30-3 run, and he had that putback dunk.
Ooh.
He did the putback, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy this jersey right now.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna last.
And then I just wound up mowing a lot of lawns in it. So yeah, that's it. So those are my three.
I like
Randy
that.
Johnson, Yankee.
Yep.
David Wilson, jersey.
And a Shumpert.
And
wow.
you know what? This is what I love about Patty. It's all New York. He's just blood, sweat, tears, New York. I mean, I still can't look at him with that Red Sox shirt. He's just been trolling me. I'm down in the dumps. This is my third coffee of the day. I haven't even told anybody I love them yet today. You know what I mean? It's just it's really tough. It's really tough. Major, your turn.
Yeah, so I mean, something like that can really push you over the edge, man. Marco was not. He just wasn't thinking properly.
No, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Or he was thinking. He wanted you over there. He wanted you over that ledge behind you.
Hey, but, the grin on my face when I picked this right out of the closet, and I said, "Oh boy, I can't wait for this chill."
It's looking full Astros uniform the other day.
That's right.
Oh man,
crazy.
Gray jersey. That's bad.
Stirrups too.
The thing is, I don't have the energy for the haters right now. I really don't. I'm trying. 23 days till opening day. I'm trying to get ready for my Yankees team to get ready, and then the Red Sox are coming after me. The Astros.
You're figuring out what to do with the mustache. You don't need this right now. You don't need this. But
yeah, I mean.
But you know what? We're all thrown off. I got Grant Hill. I got Jeff Blake. I want to keep in New York. I've been racking my brain about who what jersey I might have had. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. Coming for all my diehard Knicks fans, I have a Charles Oakley 34 jersey. It was my actual playing number.
I have that too.
Love the number 34. Wore it in college. I'm like a collector of 34s. And the recent news with Charles Oakley bagging on Patrick Ewing, bagging on the captain. Yeah. I got to throw you in there, Charles. I never thought I would do this, Oak, but I want to cancel those car washes.
Those are good car washes.
They're good car washes, but Oak, I know you've been a little quiet, and Corona check, and and honestly, Pat's been taking the high road because he's still a captain. But Oak, you on the list, man. I don't want to have to do this, but that jersey, I haven't worn it since you started talking spicy to Pat. I do not like it. I'm not ever going to throw it away. I still love 34. It's still prominent. But you got to be quiet, man. You have to be quiet. You cannot be talking about Pat like this. And the jersey for right now is dead to me. It just is.
I hate
that's my three.
I
don't love it either. I don't love what I just did. But it had to be said. It had to be said.
All right, Marco, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to name a few here, Bob.
Oh, God.
Since I only got three. My non-troll pick is a 2XL size Rolando McClain, biggest waste of money Raiders jersey of all time.
Wow, that might take this bakery.
Awful.
Wow.
Could Marcus Russell fit in it?
Yeah, that era. My troll jerseys are Chris Davis on the Orioles, Evan Longoria on the Rays.
Wow.
Pretty much all the teams you hate, I got them. You just name a team, I have.
It's true. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do this baseball season. I might have to block your phone number. I don't even know. We're gonna be calling games together. We're going to be calling games together.
Yeah, that one's gross now.
Shout out Matt Harvey.
No, I
don't know if he'll be back in the mix, but shout out Matt Harvey. Man.
I mean, Matt Harvey's jersey is so bad that it's actually excellent. Yeah, it turns it like 2 years ago it was bad, but if you wear a Matt Harvey jersey now, you're winning. You're winning. You're winning, in my opinion.
Instant Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out, my favorite jersey is AJ Pollock. I'm a huge AJ. Nobody's a bigger AJ Pollock guy than this guy.
I believe
Nobody.
you. And who else did you have?
Obscurity.
You had Glenn Perkins from the Twins. You got a lot of random.
I got Glenn Perkins. I got the other guy. I got, what was his name? Kung. Man, he was on
Ken
the Twins
Caminiti.
No, that's
rest in peace.
No, that would be
rest in peace.
R.I.P.
All right. Last pick for me. I'm going back to the authentic. I'm going number 2 from the Florida Marlins, Charles Johnson.
Well, that's not a bad jersey. That's an incredible.
In the heat, if it's 80 degrees on, you get hot.
Fine.
You can't wear it in the cold because there's no sleeves on. So it really puts you in an awkward position.
It's a sleeveless
you really
Florida.
the Marlins 96 sleeveless.
Oh, that's a gorgeous one. That's
James.
But it
Randazzo, let me put you on a little game. You see that sports chill long sleeve you got on?
Yeah.
You throw that Marlins jersey on.
There
on top
you
of
go,
that.
Bob.
Bang, bang, boom.
I mean, you do need it because it has the Andy Bernard factor that, like, you don't wear something under it, your nips are going to itch.
Oh, yeah,
nips are going to itch, and you don't want that. You don't want that.
It's a vicious circle.
All right.
No
all
fun.
right. I mean, do we have any last thoughts? Any last thoughts? let's start with Patty. Patty, last thoughts.
Nah, I mean, I have an honorable mention for.
Go ahead.
So I got a Lundqvist Stadium Series jersey from China. This is the big issue. Like, it should say, like, there's like this, it has like a Stadium Series patch on it, and it should say Stadium Series New York. It says Stadium Series Chicago on it.
Oh my
God. Outrageous. It's completely outrageous. Jersey.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my
unbelievable.
gosh. The stitching. What are we doing with stitching people? Come on.
Unbelievable.
Stitch them right.
All right. Let's get out of here. Everybody have it's beautiful out. Go enjoy a mimosa on a sunset. Drinking whatever you want.
Open up a bottle of red wine, let it breathe for a little bit. Make sure it's a little bit under room temperature. Really delicious like that. A little pro tip, a little wine.
And wear a mask, people. For the love of God. Yeah. Wear a mask so we can have sports back. Yes. It ain't that hard.
Keep flattening that curve, please.
Let's flatten it.
America. Come on.
Come on, America. Wake up. TheSportsChill.com. Fire. Fire. Fire.